This stream and the spending is going to be separated because it's too long. A lot of spending is going to come later, so make sure to subscribe for this and next week.
Hey guys, it's OKB here. I am here with the Coffin community. Everyone say hi. Of course, nobody's voice chatting this. Oh, hey, one person's voice chatting. Or just to say hi, maybe.
Hello.
I guess they're. Okay. I guess everyone's just gonna say hi once and then mute themselves and never say hi again. I get it. But yeah, the point is they're here and they will ask some questions. They'll be listening. Maybe they'll ask questions that you guys are thinking about. Whoever's watching this right now. And we're here to talk about Fuku deals. And I am going to spend, as usual, every single Fuku I will spend in some way or some form. And this time, I think there's going to be a lot of people spending on this one because the Fuku deals here is it's massive. First of all, it's a high amount. Okay, so yeah, I mean the people who can afford it, they will spend probably. The highest I think so far that I've seen is 40,000. 35,000 is still pretty big though. And the thing is that the higher the number is, the more percentage you get back in a Fuku deals in general on average. Okay, uh, and so 35,000, the value that you get back is going to be higher than a 30,000, even if the 30,000 was pretty good and the 35,000 wasn't that great. Even if I don't like the items, the value itself is still going to be higher than a 30,000 or 25,000 or 20,000. So yeah, I mean, you could. This is technically the second highest. You could do the 40,000, which sometimes has two parts to it. So like you'll go up to 20,000 for like one ninja, or 40,000 for another ninja. Like so, we've seen all sorts of random combinations, and Oasis is probably gonna start. I don't know, making a new combination at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if they went to 50,000 at some point because these days coupons are easier to get, a little easier to get. Items are a little easier to get, and they need to be easier to get because they have updates on new stuff. So the older stuff needs to be easy. The older stuff needs to be easier to get, so that people will spend more time on the new stuff instead of focusing on finishing the old stuff. That's kind of how the game sort of works. Now, is this Fuku worth it? I'll talk about each one right now. Let's see, 500. So 500 and 1000. 1000 is obviously better than 500 if you're going to spend, but I do like the 500 reward. It's interesting how 1000 only has 3 items, but one of the items of the 500 coupons is, well, a cultivation scroll, so it hardly counts. It's hardly any power. But yeah, I like these items, so this is good if you want to just spend 1000 just to finish something. That's good. Now, if we go for 3,000, you do get twice the rewards ish, but then you have a cultivation scrolls here too. So I actually probably would go for the 1,000 maybe ish, because I don't like the cultivation scrolls. I'm gonna cancel this out, and there is a 6 charm pack on the 3,000. So if we get this 3 times, I would probably take this over the charm pack ish, because if you do this 3 times, you also get the 500 reward, but if you just get the 3,000, then you get one of this, and one of that. I probably prefer the 1,000 over 3,000, even though the value is technically better. Still take the 1,000 because of these cultivation scrolls are just, they're not really there. They don't give a lot of power. Yeah, just they're not important at all. And then now we get to the point of 8,000, 15,000, 25,000, 35,000. Usually there's like a 8,000 and 10,000, and then of course you want to take the 10,000. But now we have a 15,000 because this is a 35,000 Fuku. So let's take a look at the items first. Myokubu's not so happy about that. It's okay, but not so happy. The training potions are great. Experimentals, I think a lot of people know how I feel about the experimentals. Too many. We use a lot more advanced protection vials than we do experimental vials. Unless the style of experimentals that you use is like, if you're gonna use experimentals and to get a certain experimental, certain skill, then that might be okay. But for me, it's usually just I want to just get the best, not the best. I just want to get a gold skill and then just lock it down and then max it out eventually. All right. So it depends on how you do your experimentals. Charms are good. So right away, the Myokubu's are a little iffy, but there's always something iffy. In one of these, you're not going to like everything. It's probably impossible with all these items. 15,000, you have a 3-pack, and then the items here, Myokubu, it's kind of the same thing. So I think it's medium leveled for me. Secret Scroll is actually okay. That's not bad, but training potions are better in general. But this is still pretty good because you already have training potions in this reward. So I like that too. In terms of value, I think, let's see, they're both okay. They're both somewhat okay. I think the secret scrolls versus charm material packs, it depends, because the charm material packs you can max out and then the rest don't matter as much, but the secret scroll optional pack will continue forever. So I would probably take the 15,000, but like they're about the same level, so either one, whatever suits you the most. 25,000, like at this point, like 35,000 is better than 25,000, 25,000 is better than 15,000. Like if you have that amount, just, go for the bigger amount because their value is just better. Instead of just cutting it off and only having like part of a ninja. That's not the way to go. Unless this is an alternate account and you don't care about it too much. But yeah, I think this one, so 25,000, I'm going to go over the ninjas later, but 25,000 has refines, which is really great. Level 7 Magatama, I don't like so much. Ooh, okay. Cave keys, not bad. Still not the best, but, same level on experimentals, I guess. And then the secret optional packs, which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. It's okay. So actually, I think I prefer the 15,000. Like if we're talking about just the items, I think I prefer the 15,000 now. Because level 7 Magatama, like Magatamas you just get from ninja exams. It's pretty easy. Cave keys also is just okay. And then the Myokubus versus refines, I take the refines, of course. But just that Magatama it's really killing me. I would probably still take the 25,000 because of the optional pack here with the ninjas, but I'm not so happy about the 25,000. There could be better 35,000s. Okay, 35,000s. Ultimate Treasure Essence, of course. Over's nice. Refines, Super Value Assist Pack. All the best items here. So there's nothing to complain about. They even have a Secret Scroll Plate in here. I didn't even notice that. That is very good. A Secret Scroll Plate is equivalent to a Command Flag, but, with like less value because a Command Flag is better. But then you might have maxed out your Command Flags. So could have been fine. Okay, so whoever's fixing your mic, you can mute a little bit. Let's see, 35,000. Now let's talk about the ninjas. Let's see if there's any. Let's see. Yes, use Opera to play. I'm using Opera right now, not Google Chrome anymore. Okay, so about the ninjas. Fuku Deals, Akatsuki Creation Kakuzu. We tried that last time. I really didn't have a great team to show you guys. I mean, I could probably improve my team, but I just don't see him as necessary at the moment, unless you have stronger ninjas that that really help out and gives you different types of tactics. But the whale ninjas I don't really have, so Katsu Creation Kakuzu just isn't for me at the moment. Okay, even though I have him from last time, it just didn't work too well for me. Now Kimono Shisui with breakthroughs it works. It just plainly works. It's strong. It's on the same level as Kushina Killer Bee. It can fight against anything, but anything can fight against it. So it's like a middleman for all the ninjas, all the meta ninjas. Maybe not all the meta ninjas, but most of the meta ninjas. I think Minato might surpass him. If they fight one-on-one, I think Minato has a slightly higher chance to win. But it really depends. Fuku Deals. Let's see. Oh, right. Minato's. Yeah. Okay. Minato's kind of old, so I guess he's a little cheaper these days too. Sage Kabuto will have breakthroughs though, and his breakthroughs are strong. They're strong, but I have a feeling they're missing something. I'm not really sure what. I'm not gonna comment on it quite yet, but I don't know how good he actually is gonna be. I think he has like a weakness for in position round 1 blitz or something, or like a high amount of damage in round 1. It might be bad to use him against a blitz sort of team, like maybe Kisame, but I'm not 100% sure. That's the thing. So it's possible that because he heals whenever a unit dies, then a blitz team would kill both sides, I think, and then he would heal enough for the next round. I mean, if you want to take the risk, you can go for it. He's definitely going to be a meta ninja. It's just we don't know how good he is and how exactly he's going to fit into everything because we don't know which ninjas are going to come out even after today. So we'll see. Kisame is always good. He's also cheap. He's one of the cheapest. No, he is the cheapest meta ninja in the game at the moment. I think just you guys can see that it's like 9 fragments. He's being given 9 fragments when everyone else is being given 4 or 5 fragments, right? It's super cheap. I mean, it's kind of like Kakuzu used to be one of the cheapest after he was out for a while, but now it's Kisame. And now it's a good reason is because he doesn't have the defense skill, but he does have the power hitting, and if you put him with like Takesuketsu, he's still pretty strong. Okay, Battle Power Pack 3 is the one I'm gonna go for probably if I'm gonna spend on 185 because the thing is, yeah, there's a whole bunch of ninjas in this pack, but there's also a Battle Power Pack now, which means you can get power from these Fuku deals, and then you can get your ninja in somewhere else, like Kono's Great Tree, right? It's just it's a whole bunch of ninjas here, right? Other events have ninjas. You have a higher selection of ninjas outside of Fuku deals because Fuku deals now has power instead of ninjas. They have a like this Fuku deals has a lot of ninja selections for a Fuku deals, but this guy's only one event. So if you want something else, you can just go for Paddle Power Pack and then just I don't know. Great Plates has a couple ninjas here, even though I was kind of disappointed by that, but I'll get to that too. I think there's some ninjas here. Apparently Hashirama, Warring State Hashirama's in here, so you can get both if you want. Minato's in here as usual if you want it. I do need Minato though on this account. But yeah, there's basically it's pretty open. It's even more open than it was before. Like before it was just a ninja or just power, but now you can do anything. So keep that in mind. You don't have to choose a ninja. I know people who've played for a while keep on thinking ninja. All right, go for power instead of ninjas if you're gonna get ninjas in another event. Okay, then I'm gonna go over the rest of the events. Does anyone have any questions about Fuku, by the way, in the stream? 180 fragments in Fuku, 4 stars. Yeah, 9 times. How many fragments? How many boxes was that again? Let's see. 1, 4, 10, 20. 20 times 9 is 180. Yeah. 180. You just get 4 stars. You just 4-star him right away, which is 35,000 for a Kisame. That's actually not too bad, because you're getting 4 stars. So like actual 4 stars, 3 and 4 stars. So that is pretty awesome actually. So your 25,000 isn't worth it. Okay. Your 25,000 is still kind of worth it. It's just not the best. Yeah, I mean, if you can't wait anymore, 25,000 is okay. Just you just won't get the best value out of this. Right? 35,000 is best value. Like all the items here are like perfectionist, tip top, but everything else down here is kind of right. Like the level was like a Magatama, secret optional scroll pack, it's just okay, but you get a secret scroll plate on the next level, which is get a full level above this just secret scroll packs. So you are missing out on the best part of Fuku if you are going to spend 25,000. But if we're talking about 15,000 versus 25,000, you could just go 15,000 if you want. It's not that much of a difference. I mean, there's some difference, of course. 25,000. I just don't like that level 7 Magatama. We have so many ninja exams, and you're adding more ninja exams, so that means we have more Magatamas out here. Like we don't need Magatamas. I mean, we do, but not. We don't need it as a Fuku Deals rewards. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Okay. Any other questions before I move on? Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Infinite Tsukiyomi, I think it's been out for a while. Indra is out here. He is interesting, but I don't think we really need to talk about him. I mean, how many people are actually going to recharge 90,000 ingots. I probably shouldn't have asked that because there's probably going to be a number of people who is going to recharge 90,000 ingots and be crazy. And this is over like a long period of time, so wouldn't be surprised if someone has this 110,000 or something. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get to it. Platinum recharge. I mean, maybe Skyfall. Nah, I don't think even he's that crazy. Anyways, platinum recharge. 5,000s. So for the spenders, it's okay. I mean, it's pretty typical. I'll take like 3 out of 5. In terms of items, power items are generally good. There's Kimono Shisui that actually is pretty good, or power item optional pack 5. I like that they're putting power item optional packs with this, so that you can get power items instead if you need it. That makes things a lot better. Swimsuit Konan, I have somebody who is lending me their account to try her out. I'll see. From what I see from her abilities, she's okay. Just she lacks the defense or offensive support in damage. So you might want to run something like Reserve Seal Tsunade or something like that with her, so that if she dies, it's not forever. Oops. Okay, I think the rest is pretty good power items. Cosmic Creation, he done. Just fun. That's about it. Christmas, I mean, it's just every day. We'll get to my boy. I don't. I can never say her name. My boy or something. We'll get to her when we get the full sign in, which is a whole month. So it's gonna take forever. Total recharge. I mean, you can do this for Fuku Deals if you want, because it'd be kind of nice. But new finds a bunch of power items. It's mostly power items, actually. For the first 5,000, it's all okay. It's pretty open. Obito, Great Ninja War. From what I'm hearing from people who play in China or watch people from China, he's actually quite powerful and is a good counter against certain like meta ninjas. And he's still being used in China, I think. So he is pretty good, I guess. Absorbs a lot of chakra. Let's see. So his mystery Kamui teleport is the main thing. Like teleporting, I don't know if this is being like is this affected by control, like our stat control? Because if it's not, if control can't stop this, then this would be good against any power team. And I also don't know if there's a round 2 or round 1, but yeah, I've heard that he's very powerful and he's very good against certain meta ninjas. And if you go into Great Ninja War, you could probably use him and fight against someone much stronger than you, just as a support. Like teleporting someone out the game is it's a little ridiculous. It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah. It's just I look forward to seeing some guy. This is a 30,000 recharge, right? So in terms of money, it's like $600, and people who have $600, there are some of them. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see if anyone's crazy enough to do that. Hey, okay. Flowers from last week. Break golden eggs. Yeah, all the items that you get are worth it. Worth the 20 at least, but you have a limit on how many hammers there are because it's a really good event. So go for the full 100 if you have the 100 hammers. All right, it's all good. Fuku Deals. I already went through over that. Total spending rebate. So now we have not only a Fuku Deals, we have a total spending rebate and then a platinum recharge, and so a total recharge rebate, like recharge spend. This is a complete field day for spenders because they have both Fuku Deals and total spending rebate. Like, who cares if the total spending rebate is good or not? You have a Fuku Deals along with it, right? And it is pretty good. Swimsuit Konan, you have a battle power pack option, so you could get Swimsuit Konan. She's interesting, for collectors or power. Either way, it's good, except I don't like the level 7 Magatama. If you're a spender, you don't even want Magatamas at this point, because you're pretty sure you get enough Magatamas from events and all that stuff. But yeah, other than that, I think I like all the other rewards. They're all pretty high-end rewards. Maybe not the Myokabus, but yeah, it's fair. Like, the items are fair. Okay, Great Plates. So this is the event I think Blade is going to spend a ton in. Great Plates is always kind of They used to be pretty good, but nowadays because there are better like events are changed to be better, they're kind of on the low end now. They're like slightly below average. I know that's not the thing that most people want to hear, but it feels pretty fun to spin great plates, and then you have rewards. You get like extra 140, so you want to spend 10, 10, 10 in here, I guess. And again, once again, I don't like that they give more experimental vials than protection vials, because these are in the corner. They have epic refines, but it's kind of rare. The 4 cave keys is okay. Ibiki is actually okay. The killer bee is also okay. So I like the ninjas. The young adult Konan, maybe not so much, but I think we got some fragments of her free. That's for the people who've played for a little bit, a little while. I forgot where from, but um, she is okay for support teams. Like if this is your alternate account and you want to get young adult Conan, you can put her there so that they don't die in maybe decisive bonds or something like that. Yeah, I mean she's a fair support, but she's not that powerful. But interesting teams. I think that YouTuber with 2 Chinese characters now they used to be called RAN or something, but changed the name again. Yeah, he used to use this Mask Man and something else. But yeah, not getting killed by standard attacks can be useful if you are a support team. The 3 training potions is okay, but Lucky Wheel is better, as usual. And if you guys want to take a look at the great plates, let's see, great plate. Okay, there we go. These are the ninjas: Daidara, Akatsuki Creation Daidara, Rinnegan Sasuke, Summer Kakashi, third Hokage Hiruzen, and Ronin Naruto. Very disappointing for me, but for some people, that Rinnegan Sasuke could be good, or Summer Kakashi if you want something really quick. Ronin Naruto, I mean, possibly, but he's kind of out of fashion, but you can still surprise people with him, so, eventually you'll get him. Katsuki Creation Dino is good for certain things, like I think 5 Natures was good with him for something. He could be used for like ninja exams, like something specific like that, but not really PvP. You could do 3 versus 3 arena, but then Blitz is probably still better. So it's hard to say. Okay, so yeah, that's great plates. So I would not recommend great plates, but yes, unless you want Rinnegan Sasuke. I mean, and you're not going to spend in, because my recommendation is probably going to be Lucky Stars and Kono's Great Tree, all right? Simply because Lucky Stars has better value and gives you a lot of training potions, and Kono's Great Tree gives you a lot more. But if you're going to separate, like how much, because you want different stuff, you want something in the tree, you want something in the wheel, or something like that, then yeah, Great Plates is fine. 100% fine, because the value is just kind of spread out, and Kono's Great Tree won't have the huge value because you're not spending all the way in it, and Lucky Stars is still going to be better, but if you want something here, then okay, you can just go for it. Yeah, so that's what it is for Great Plates. Great Plates is number 3 on my list. Lucky Stars is number 2, and this for people who are sort of new. I know there's a couple in stream here that are new. Lucky Wheel is right now is almost always one of the best events to spend in when you also have a Fuku Deals. All right. Make sure to only spend when you have a Fuku Deals. Unless you're a spender, in which case it's going to be different for you because you spend ingots. But for coupons, which is what you spend before ingots, Lucky Stars and then Fuku Deals is a very good combination, regardless of what's in the shop, because there's always going to be, well, I mean, for a while, because they might change the shop, but for now, they're always going to have powerful item optional packs, and those are pretty good power items. And the good thing about Lucky Stars is both the reward here refines and then the training potions. You should not expect to get even a single fragment of any of these 2 on the edges. You're going to get the ones on the corner the most. The corners are you're most likely to get the corners, and there's stars that you spend in here. You just spend it in here. But you should not you can spend like 50,000 and not get Obito, or even a single fragment of Madara. It's happened before, I think. I forgot who did it, but I remember seeing someone who just spent a whole ton and just didn't get a single fragment of even the ninja on this side. So you guys should not expect any ninja on here. It's just a bonus if you do. Unless you're like a new player and then they give you like free luck or something. Sometimes you get something like that. But Yeah, you should not expect anything like that. But the items are in here. Well, okay, I'm not really happy with 3 of them, but Edo Minato is okay. I could get Edo Minato, actually. I need him here. Or we can get a powerful item optional pack. That is good for power, and I would be spending here if I didn't have over 35,000 coupons. I have 50 something thousand. I can go over the rest. Kono's outlets, not really worth it most of the time, unless you need like 3 fragments of something. Great Ninja Armada or something. It's make it simple. But if you do have I'm very surprised at this one though. This actually makes it slightly more worth it to spend in here. Kono's outlets. If you have an alternate account and it's friends with your main account, you can send cards to yourself. Three cards a day and only 3 cards a day basically. And if you get all of these cards in, then you can get Ultimate Treasure Essence. The rest just doesn't really matter. It's just Milky Boo's and a Seal Scroll. The rest really doesn't matter, but the Ultimate Treasure Essence is it's quite nice. So you could go for that with your alternate accounts, of course. Also, you need more than one alternate account because it's pretty much rigged that one of these cards you're never going to get on your account. So you have to trade with someone else to get that card you're missing, to get the 6. All right. Yeah. So recruitment feedback, 300, 500. It's the same thing. Edo Hashirama is always nice. You can still use them. Treasure of the Sage. This is where you get the summon Katsuyu mystery, and if you get 20% off her stones, you should probably just get it. This is like the one exception, and you get keys by just sweeping instances. I don't need it anymore because I already have Katsuyu, and they kind of change up the shop once in a while. I think they have like 50 Melkubu optional packs or something. Hanzo's okay. Hanzo's okay, but I don't think he's terribly meta. Let's see, advanced experimental protection vials. So that actually could be good. There's like little things that you might need, especially the advanced protection vials that you might get a good discount on. 30%, 40%. I don't think you get 40% on that, but 30% is pretty good. This is what I'm talking about, like Ninja Monkey Breakthrough Stones. Those things. Those things are worth getting. Especially the giant Katsuyu, because if you use Earth Main, that gives you a method to remove debuffs from somebody, and that could be essential in especially arena, but also outside of arena. And then they have like random ninjas like this, old meme ninjas that are kind of fun, but if you want to be competitive, don't get it. But you can still get it for fun, I guess. It's whatever. Hidan, death position Hidan will have breakthroughs later on. I look forward to comparing him with normal Hidan breakthroughs and Katsuki Inception Hidan. Be kind of interesting with all this tag running around. Okay, you can just sweep your thing. You might get coupons. All right, wishing lanterns, just do your thing. I mean, just pretty obvious. Get friends and just sweep it. Summon rebate, always do the 200 for the summoning optionals, and then Kono's special sale. You can consider this. I mean, it's not a bad, like Ninja Assist cultivation packs are not too bad. Cave keys, blah blah blah. These are all not too bad. Though 2,500 ingots sounds like a lot to me. That's not. I don't recharge that much. Like I only recharge up to like 900 or 1,000 ingots at most. So this doesn't really affect me. But the rewards are fair, and if you want to recharge a little bit more for it, it's okay. Not a lot of people actually buy into this, but yeah, some people do. But like this is a cross server, like so many servers come together to battle it out. So I probably wouldn't do this for Ultimate Treasure Essence, all right? And you can get values here. Not my thing. It's not really discounted very well. Ramen, it's don't spend here. It's bad value, but you can still get some, random fragments if you really need it. Okay, the rest is whatever, and the last one is Konoha's Great Tree. All right, the tree itself hasn't changed that much, but it has changed a little bit. Let's go over the reward shop first this time. Kimono Shisui, Great Ninja Madara, Tsunade. Wait, not Tsunade. Nah, not Tsunade. Tsunade is actually okay, but she dies basically, and even with Enfeeble, she dies pretty easily. So, it's a little, I don't know. It's hard to keep her alive is the problem. She doesn't have any dodge like Minato does either. Minato has a hard time staying alive even with his Enfeeble and dodge. Okay, Takasaigetsu. These three are like a cornerstone. Like almost everything here is good to get. I would take the training potions over secret scrolls almost all the time. Uh, and yeah, I mean these are all good items. You can max them out. There's a daily limit, so keep like if you're gonna get power items all the way, make sure you know how much you're spending. Okay, I'm gonna spend a lot, and I probably should have spent yesterday too, just for the power items. But I'm gonna get ninjas, more ninjas than power items, so it's fine. But yeah, daily limit is only 30, so it's only 1,800 coins. You don't want to wait like until Monday to start, or else you won't be able to get the daily limits though. Yeah, but other than that, the daily limit should be enough. Okay, and then point reward, I think it's like 18,000 coupons somewhere around there. To get to the 1,000, which is great because you get an ultimate treasure essence and command flag, both of which are ultimate. World tree, make sure to collect your thing. Lucky tree. So let's talk about the trees. Level 1, you get by level 1 really quickly. Same thing with level 2. Doesn't really matter too much. Level 3 start to have epic refines. It's okay-ish, still not there quite on the Great Plates level. Level 4 is when it's about the same level as Great Plates. And you have Kakuzu, which some people don't need anymore because he's been out for so long. It's but starting from level 5, it gets really good because 6 Pass Naruto has breakthroughs in China, which means it's coming to us, and it's going to be a very strong breakthrough, actually. Same thing with Rinnegan Sasuke, and I think he might actually overshadow Rinnegan Sasuke once again. 6 Pass Naruto is probably still going to be better than Rinnegan Sasuke once he has his breakthroughs. But even without breakthroughs, he's still useful in like 5 Natures training or some arena or something like that. Rinnegan Sasuke is still pretty strong. He's weak against Enfeeble, though. That's a problem. But you guys can see here, like, the training potions and the cave keys that you can potentially get is quite good. Level 6, all these are good, of course, but luckily I don't have all of these, but some people already have Minato. Some people already have Kimimaro, some are Kakashi. They're all good, right? Okay, so someone is asking, what are meta ninjas? Are they OP or stupid or annoying, or what should I piece together? So there's a lot of meta ninjas. It depends on what sort of team you're making, but there is maybe a top meta ninja, all right? But those top meta ninjas can be destroyed by just simply power. Like if someone has more power than you do, if they're faster than you, they can just take you down. And meta ninjas are hard to define. It also depends on which mode you're playing. In arena, everybody's a lot more of the same power. You can still be stronger or faster, but it's not as much. And everyone has like a limited amount of life and stats and stuff. Outside of arena, though, maybe you might get a meta ninja that is not as good. I mean, let's talk about Kushina versus Ten Tails Madara. All right, now Ten Tails Madara technically destroys Kushina, but if you're faster with Kushina, every single round you can control Ten Tails Madara. So Kushina will paralyze, and then like before Ten Tails Madara can use his mystery in round 2, Kushina can paralyze Madara, and then maybe increase his cooldown with like a support ninja or something. So even though Ten Tails Madara breakthroughs is one of the strongest in the game actually at the moment, he still is not unbeatable if you have the strategy to beat him or you have the power to do it. So it's for me because meta ninjas are so different. A meta ninja is basically a ninja that is strong enough to stand on his own, and with or without support, and fight against the other team, like a person who has enough damage, or at least enough damage or enough defense, or both. So Minato would be one. Some Kakashi, I think, is like the lowest end of meta. Kimimaro is a support meta, so it's kind of different. Kisame doesn't only has super armor, but doesn't have any defense skills. Aside from that, I mean, he gains life, but it's not very consistent. So, he's a meta, but then he's like a medium level meta. Kushina is because she heals and she increases her stats, and she's also immune to status effects. Kakuzu is one because he scales a huge ton with chakra. But then Great Ninja Madara is one, even though he does have like a mystery. He does have a chase that increases his attack and ninjutsu, but it doesn't compare to maybe something like Killer Bee. But he has shields and He has a lot of dodge. Like basically, it's someone who can stand on his own. That's what a meta is for position 1. All right, support meta is a whole nother story. So all of these are metas, but this is the lower tier meta. This is a sort of high tier meta on support, and then Minato is one of the metas for both support and position 1. Level 7 is the one I'm going to talk about the most. Tsunade brings in a huge dimension because she can't be killed for 2 rounds, which is insane, and she can also heal. She can also revive, not just heal. She can revive your entire team with 0 chakra in the first round. Or, I mean, the first time you use it, it's 0 chakra. The next time you use it, it's going to be 20, and then 40, and then 60, and then 80. But that's pretty crazy, you know? In those 2 rounds, you can do a lot of things. You can do a lot of preparations for round 3, basically. Yeah, and it can become pretty crazy with if you have 2 of them on the field, because both of them are immune. Like they're the first 2 rounds, instead of like a battle where you fight it out and like you deal damage and kill everything, it turns into who's going to be better in round 3, sort of fight, which changes things. All right, so I'm happy they added this. This is kind of new. Edo Hashirama is also pretty good with his breakthroughs, but eventually you guys will have them. It'll take a while. And of course, 10 Tails Madara. And 10 Tails Madara is actually one of the talking points I'm going to use when I decide between spending on server 185 or 189. But yeah, level 7 is the maximum, and you have a lot of coins, and those coins turn into power items or ninja fragments. So those are pretty good. This has the best value, even higher value than most Fuku deals, or pretty much every Fuku deals, because a Fuku deals always has some items that you don't like. But if we're talking about Konan's Great Tree, there's always items that you like. So I think it's always better than Fuku deals. Oh, also advanced protection vials, very important. Those are very important to get. I love that on this tree. Of course, the command flag is very good. Okay. Whew. Okay. Any questions so far before I start getting into my 185 versus 189 spending? Whew. Yeah, you see a lot of Great Ninja Armada. Oh, hey, Queen. You see a lot of Great Ninja Armada and Halloween Kimimaro teams. Kinda, yeah. Kimimaro scales defense, but though it doesn't really help if someone blitzes you. But he also has 2 standard attack dodges. But then also, if he's not stacked, then there's a pretty good chance. There's a fair amount of chance that your opponent will still not allow him to use one of his dodges or blocks for standard attacks. How many days do we have left for the contest? The contest ends, so for the ingot contest, it ends on the 16th, 11:59 p.m. LA server time. Okay. What is the event to spend on when we first start, or do we even spend? Fuku deals, and you spend on whatever's there, but you go for the best one if possible, and you see what they have. And hopefully there's a meta ninja like Edo Minato. And if you don't know which one's a meta ninja, you can ask people around and for that particular week. So Lucky Wheels is a good one, but Kono's Great Tree is good if you have more than, I think, 35,000 or something. 39,000, I think, actually. Yeah, if you have more than 39,000, Kono's Great Tree is good for you. Otherwise, Lucky Stars is probably better one of the best for spending. But if you don't have that, because each week is going to be different, then you got to look for a better event. Great Plates is actually okay, but could be a lucky board. Let me drink some water. Okay. Also, I'm assuming you're starting, so you don't have ingots. So, yeah, Lucky Wheel is one of the ones to look for. Kona's Great Tree is still good, without the 39,000 plus, but I think it's slightly lower than Lucky Stars ish, or it could be about the same level. So those 2 events are 2 of the best ones. I think Wheel of Fortune is out there, but not so good. They're like medium levels. Yeah, just Lucky Stars, and then Kona's Great Tree, and then maybe if they're not there, maybe Great Plates or Lucky Board. There might be other events I'm missing here, but those are the 2 that you want to go for first. Okay, so now let's get to 185 versus 189. So Patrick Masters, sorry, I can't right there. He's asking for later I'm recording. All right, so 181, or I could technically help him, but it would lag my computer. 181 doesn't have the coupon, so I'm going to exit this out. And then now we're going to go for 189. Okay. Or 185 versus 189. So here's my situation for these two. And I'm going to speed up the spending part with music. 185 needs both Granger Madara and Takase Getsu on the Kona's Great Tree. And then, we are going to spend on the Kona's Great Tree because we have over 39,000 coupons. And the value after like 39,000 coupons is just that 20,000 coupons is just going to be higher than Fuku Deals. Yeah, pretty much. But I guess if every Fuku Deals has a Kona's Great Tree, then it would still be better to wait instead of spend. Depends. I don't think every Fuku Deals is going to have a Kona's Great Tree, though. So, yeah. So 185, okay? I have Rinnegan Sasuke, and I think Takase Getsu goes well with him. I switched to Lightning Main just now, like not too long ago, just to try some things out. But I think this team could really work. So Rinnegan Sasuke, Takase Getsu, all with a lot of buffs, and Takase Getsu has the control, and then you can run Root with that, and Warrior's Intent or something, and then maybe have Summer Kurenai, and that'd be a pretty strong team. And it's just I could also get Granger or Madara because I don't have any fragments of Seigetsu, I think, but I do have Granger or Madara. So I mean, this is the team I was talking about, right? Rinnegan Sasuke, Summer Kurenai, and then I put C here because he's a healer and he also has his own defense with a lot of lightning, so it's like 90% defensive resistance. That's pretty high, but he's not immune to status. But Summer Kurenai is here for status reflect, and then we're gonna have this is why Giant Katsuyu is so useful, because once you upgrade once you get his stones and you upgrade him 2 times, you recover 9% life, which is nice, but also takes away 1 layer of debuffs, which might be immobilize or paralysis or something, or maybe even blind, so that C can heal everyone with his breakthroughs. So that is like a team I was thinking about. It's in progress, but an even better one would be Takase Getsu, because it gives everyone first of all, he's a swordsman, and then second of all, he can take the place. He can replace Summer Kurenai, and then as the control, even though it would be kind of nice to have a status reflect, you can have both though. That's the thing. And if I can replace, maybe if I can have Summer Kurenai on here too, because I was using Earthmaid before, so it had to be aligned so I can use shields on everybody. But if I'm not using shields, I could actually protect 2 ninjas instead of 1 ninja in the front. And having Takase Getsu will give Akatsuki members some shields, which includes Rinnegan Sasuke, and also buffs. And that's just a really good setup. If I have Granger or Madara in here too, that would be pretty awesome too. But I'll probably have to use Fire Main so that we have like enough, like a somewhat enough. It's kind of hard to say. I don't know if I should put Granger or Madara here with Rinnegan Sasuke. Probably not. But yeah, one of the teams that was on 181 is Granger Madara, Summer Kurenai, Edo Itachi, and then Takase Getsu. It just blew everything out of the water. So Granger Madara and also Takase Getsu, like, they're just really powerful right now. Takase Getsu is one of the best position 2 supports in the game, not counting random stuff like Reserve Seal Tsunade, because that's another dimension. Kimono Shisui would be good. So that's the other thing, though. I could go for these guys, or I could go for 189 on Kimono Shisui. So I do have Kimono Shisui, and his breakthroughs, I think I mentioned before, he's the medium level. No, he's not medium level. He is a meta that can fight against any other meta, but any other meta can fight against him at the moment, right? I think except Minato still beats him by a little bit. If you go on 1 versus 1, I think Minato still kind of wins a little. But yeah, because he reduces defense and stuff. But let's see. Kind of. Maybe not, because Kimono Shisui can reset his own mystery. Yeah, I think maybe in terms of Kimono Shisui, he's going to be better in a 1 versus 1. Ooh, okay, I got some questions. How many days, what is the event to spend on when we first start, or even spend? Yeah, I kind of just answered that. The Lucky Stars, or you have to have a Fuku Deals, all right? And then you have if there's a lucky stars, you do it. Kono's Great Tree, you do it. Uh, Maybe consider what's in YouTube ideas. Let's see. Start on this. Oh, so you want me to start on a new server and show you what to do? Okay, I'm not. The reason I'm not doing that, or I haven't done that already, because people have asked, is because I haven't started on a new server. Well, I mean, I've started on my own servers, but I've never started on like a completely new server and do it properly. So, like the things I do is probably not going to be the best because I don't have the experience to do it. But it could be a fun piece, I guess, and I can have other people around. I can try that sometime. But not for now. I'm gonna focus on all the new ninjas for now, and when like things die down, no more Fuku deals, then I'll get into it. Okay. Yeah, Kimono Shisui. Back to Kimono Shisui. Very powerful. He's a position 1 ninja. Yeah, actually, he might actually be better than Edo Minato in 1 versus 1, if I think about it. Except that Minato has a barrier, so it's really hard for me to tell with this. Uh, yeah, with the barrier, it's a toss-up between Minato and Kimono Shisui. But yeah, Kimono Shisui, I have him 3 stars, and I could get him 4 stars with 189 and just power everything else out. I could also get Take Seigetsu for some of my teams here, because I do have Kisame and Kakuzu. I might even be able to throw some Take Seigetsu, Akatsuki Creation Kakuzu, and then Kisame. That could be a team to try it on Sage or something. Yeah, because I have him here. I still haven't tried him out. Or I have tried him out. I just haven't had a really good team with him yet. That could be a good team. Take Seigetsu is missing for me. So it's pretty important. Ouch. Ow. I just hit myself on the computer. Okay. Yeah, it could work with Zatsu too. I have Great Ninja and Madara here, so Take Seigetsu is also going to be really useful. Great Ninja and Madara, advanced protection vials from that tree is going to be really good for my Great Ninja and Madara. But here's the thing: I think I'm going to go from 185 because, and I have 53,000 coupons here, right? I'm thinking in the very far future because I actually got Madara for free, Ten Tails Madara for free, but he's not any good until you get him to 4 stars. I have couple fragments of him here, thanks to last time. And this Konan's Great Tree, at level 7, they start giving you fragments of Ten Tails Madara, and also I like Razer Gold Tsunade. So if I wait even longer, I'll be able to do the level 7 tree a lot more, and I'll have more fragments of Ten Tails Madara. And I'm thinking about this also because 189 gets more coupons than most other accounts, simply because it's a GL account, and if you don't know what that is, just go on forums and type in GL. All right, but yeah, this account does get a little bit more. So I do have like the potential to do Kono's Great Tree to, I don't know, 100,000 coupons. That would be pretty insane. I might even get like a Ten Tails Madara completely, right? Edo Hashirama would be good too, of course. And like everything in here is better than the Fuku deal. So I think I'm going to go with that, like a super long plan. And then I guess I'll spend on 185. 185 kind of does need the power. You guys can see the power difference here. 40,000. That's a pretty decent amount. And that's why I'm going to go 185. So I kind of wrote that down in the Word document. Let's see here. Display view. And I'm gonna have to do this for Discord people too. Let's see. Screen. Change windows. We're going to do Word. You guys can see the Word doc. Oh, it's kind of... Alright, I'm going to have to change it to just display view screens. I guess it doesn't matter since there's not going to be any sound. So, yeah, this is a little document I wrote up here. The dilemma between these two, I need both Great Ninja Madara and Take Seigetsu for both. Ten Tails Madara, I can get him 3 stars for free. I got him 3 stars for free already. And I could also get him for more if I wait, and that's what I'm going to do. Kimono Shisui is in there, which, it would be awesome if I could show you guys Kimono Shisui footage, but I think Ten Tails Madara is going to take precedent. He is better. Just plainly better. He doesn't always win, of course, but he is just plainly better. Okay, so I'm going to go for 189. This guy wins. the super long game, super long game actually, because it's 10 tails Madara. It still takes a long time to get it 4 stars. Okay, so now I'm gonna spend on this, and I'm gonna put music over the spending part. So for the video people, I will see you in a couple seconds, and for the stream people, stick around. I'm gonna take a break, and we'll get back right into it.